Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a product review on a phone holder that I've been using in my 2019 Jeep Wrangler JL. The phone holder I purchased is from Tackform.com. I'll put a link below and you can go and check it out and purchase it for yourself if you like. But in this video, I'm going to cover the product, how to install it, the adjustability of it, and then give you some feedback on why I purchased it and my overall thoughts of the product. So let's just jump in and I'll show you the product here and we can go from there. So the product is a three-piece item, and I believe it's actually a collaboration of two brands. The part that makes it very unique to the JL is the vent mount. The vent mount here you can see is it was actually made by Off-Roam Off-Road, and it's unique because it clamps onto the vent. It's designed for the Jeep JL vent. I believe it does work with the JK as well. And it's a very unique product. And so I think they partnered with Tackform, which is the other part. And this is why I purchased the mount and device from Tackform. And Tackform is a company that makes a bunch of different device holders for, I find it's a lot of motorcycles that the main thing was from. But they do have a lot of vehicle design for other vehicles. So this part has two pieces. This is the part that holds the phone. It's a spring loaded that clamps around the phone. Comes with a small arm that has 2 points of adjustability, giving you the ability to move it around and position it how you like. Overall, both products are very well designed. The materials are strong feeling, industrial. There's no cheap plastic. It's all metals. Besides the dials, but everything else is a well-designed product. So, overall, I'm very happy with this. The adjustability that you get from the arm is the main reason I purchased this. A lot of the phone holders out there in the market, the phone is always positioned up and in the windshield. And I really wanted a device that would allow me to position my phone so that it could be a little lower. It wouldn't block my visibility in the windshield. And it's also not visible to everybody else driving around me. I wanted to keep it down and low. So what I'll do now is I'll switch over and show you how to install it, and how simple that is, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the first step of this install is to figure out which vent you want to install the mount on. I chose this one because I wanted to have the accessibility close to my steering wheel. So you could put it on the passenger side, which gives you definitely more room around here, but I wanted it to be nice and close to my steering wheel so that I can easily access it if needed to answer a call while driving. The next part of the install is to figure out, do you want a bottom mount or top mount? As the mount goes on, it will affect the door of the vent. And I will show you that later once I got this part on. I chose mount on the top. You can see here, there is, because I vinyl wrapped this, there is a compression mark where the mount pushes into the vinyl. On the regular plastic or a painted ring, you're not going to notice any damage. And that's because the inside of this has a rubber gasket that keeps the compression nice and prevents it from damaging anything. So the install is very simple. The easiest way I found to install it was to loosen up the screws. And then it was a little difficult to slide it on because you don't have the ability to push back. So I found the best way was to actually unscrew one of the screws fully and remove it. Once you have that removed, set it aside so you can grab it later. The next part I found was to kind of just let that arm slide down. And then what you can do is, because you can hold that part, you can slide it up in behind the other one and get yourself in place. You have to make sure your other screw is as loose as possible. So sometimes you'll have to loosen it up a little bit. But once you've got that in place, you can push the vent in, and that gives you the ability to hold it. What you want to do is you want to push up on this part while tightening the screw. So it's as simple as, and you want to position it in the position you want, and then just tighten up. Once you've got it snug, it should start to clamp in place, And this is when you you can adjust it a little bit more. So what I found was, positioning it how you want is fairly simple, but it gives you that ability to get it in the position. Once you've got it started to get tightened, you then can grab the other screw and put it back in, and because it's a round clamp, the clamp in behind should line up very easy. Once you start to tighten it, you should feel it grabbing on, and then you're simply at this stage just going to alternate and tighten each one to a snug fit, giving you that secure fit. So they do provide you with an Allen key. This isn't the one they provided, but they do provide you one. So once you've got that in place, it shouldn't go anywhere. You can see here it does affect the vent, as I mentioned. The vent does not opens fully, but does not close fully, and it no longer rotates. So this is why I chose this position, because I wanted the vent to still be able to blow down onto my legs with hot or cold air, but I didn't want it to be pointed just at the passenger the entire time. So I felt this made more sense, and then pointing up just didn't make sense to me. So I went with this approach. The next part to the install is to add the arm. The track mount arm is, again, 2-clamp system that gives you the adjustability you want, and the phone holder. So you can install this all together at once. It's as simple as you just loosen up this screw up a dial at the top, pull the clamp around, slide it around, and then tighten it up. Once you've started to get it tight and snug, this is when you don't want to over tighten it, but you want to get to a point where it's snug, because then it gives you the ability to adjust it how you like. For me, I found that I wanted to have it nice and close to the steering wheel, but I also didn't want it up high and out in my visibility, because that was the main reason I purchased this. As I mentioned, I wanted something that could keep out of visibility and prevent it. So the way I mounted mine here was I would tighten up this part here, and I wanted it close enough to not block the screen, but also not affect my wipers. I made sure to keep the spring-loaded part on the outside because it was a little bit more difficult. So once you've got it in your position you want, you just tighten up the mount to the place you want, and then you're done. It's a simple, installing the phone is a very simple process. All you have to do is come in, push out, and close. Simple as that, easy to remove, very simple. For me, I actually ran my cord from the media mount through behind the main temperature cluster here, so that I could easily plug it in. So again, it's as simple as installing and plugging it in to get the Bluetooth. One thing that is good about this mount as well is that you do have the ability to go horizontal if you felt the need, by simply, again, loosening the vent, turning it horizontally, and then now you've got the ability to mount your phone horizontally in the position you want. So it's very useful, gives you that full adjustability. And I'll put this back to the position I would like it at, and then I'll show you guys the overall appearance of the product in the next part right coming up. So you can see with the position I put it in, I was able to maintain maximum visibility through the windshield and position it so it was right beside the screen, but not blocking the screen, and still not blocking the windshield wiper arm. And I can still access that with no problem. Turn, adjust, up, down, pull, whatever I need to do, I can do it as simply as possible. And the phone is right there by my hand, so I can easily do it if needed. But it also keeps the phone out of view from anybody else. It's lower, it's on the dash, it's right beside the screen. So this is exactly what I was looking for. You can see it's got a nice sleek design that goes with everything I am looking for, and does not intrude. You can see I ran my cord up through, I popped this cluster off, and I've ran the cord in behind, and it comes out to the vent right here. So you can see how easy that was to install. Roam Off-Road gave you an extra screw. It gave you the Allen key. You didn't need any tools, any hardware. Everything was provided. The hardest part of the install was probably deciding which vent to put it on. But definitely very happy about this product. No complaints so far. I love that the spring-loaded arm and clamp system allowed any phone to be used in that position. So it doesn't always have to be my phone put in that position. If somebody's using my vehicle, they can easily put it in their other phone of different size. Definitely gives you that versatility. To wrap this video up, I am just going to say that this is one of my first videos I've done. Hopefully everyone enjoyed it. I'm really hoping that everyone can just like and subscribe to my channel, because I'm planning on doing a lot more review videos of Jeep related products. And I'm going to explore the bad, the ugly, the worst designed, the stuff, even the stuff I've returned. I'm going to make sure that, information is provided, because I know there's people out there in the Jeep community that are constantly looking for feedback and thoughts of products, that, the information is just not there. So I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to continue this because I enjoy finding good, well-designed products. So again, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.